Hey everyone, Superstar here, and today I'll be doing the review on the Final Form Frieza from SHFiguarts. And I'm going to show you guys the box art first, and then I'm going to be going on to the figurine and the bits that come with it, and possibly a few assemblements to show you guys how it's done. So let's carry on. As you got here, you got the name of Frieza and everything. You got a bit of artwork there of Frieza, and you got the companies here that have manufactured and produced and just advertised this toy. You got Funimation, Bandai, Tashami Nations, and whatnot. So you can see there on this side you have Frieza in one of his poses that you can put him in. A bit of information there if you guys want to read that. And on this side is just a bit of artwork, and on the back is various poses you can put him in besides the one on the right there. So as you can see here, if you've got the one with Vegeta, you can actually put them together if you have the Vegeta figurine that comes another one. So you can put them together and you can do the famous classic pose where these Frieza's beating Vegeta up after Vegeta thinks he's become a Super Saiyan and then obviously drastically fails. So yeah, you can do all the classic poses from the anime, which is really cool. I've done my own sort of different pose, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So if you guys want to read what's on there, that's cool. You can just pause the video and read that. And I'm going to be moving on to the figurine now. So, as you can see, I've got him in this pose. Now, this figurine comes with its own stand, unlike the others, so that's really unique and cool. And it's got that rocky terrain where Frieza comes back after Goku defeats him apparently, and then he comes back after the Spirit Bomb, and then I've just done, instead of him putting his finger up, I've got him with the Death Ball instead, ready to kill everyone. So I thought that was a unique pose. So yeah, going on to the actual details of the actual figurine, I think it's really cool and so accurate to the anime. It's just so accurate, and there's no flaws here. This is an artistic, brilliant piece of art. It's just so amazing. Now, I've always wanted Frieza, and he's so hard to get hold of and so expensive these days, guys. He seriously is really, really expensive. I paid 83 in total for this one, which is an extortion amount of money for this small figurine. He's actually one of the smallest figurine and series on this lot, so yeah. So I'm going to take him off the stand now, guys. I'm going to show you how well he can move around and what he can do. So he is a bit fiddly to take off, I've got to admit. As you can see, just throwing his Death Ball at me. And his feet are fiddly, so be careful of that. Okay, but as like I showed you guys with Goku, they are simple to put together if done correctly. So as you can see, Frieza's head is very easy to move, all different angles, whatnot. His tail is really a cool feature though. They've really gone on that to make it go practically any way possible. And he has another tail feature as well, which is down there, so which I'll show you guys the parts and bits and bobs in a minute. So, as you can see, he is very flexible of what he can do. He can practically do any pose, of anything you guys fancy doing. You can have him pointing at you and saying, "I'm going to kill you." You can say anything. So yeah, he is just an amazing figurine. He is probably one of the best flexible ones ever in the entire, all countries I believe, that I've seen. Obviously I own the Frieza statue, which I did a review of that earlier in the year, I think about last month I think. And yeah, that's probably the best statue, if not one of the best out there. So yeah, his torso moves pretty well. His feet, well, this is a different type of feet. You can have various feet and hands, so you can have any ones you want. You can have him like that, so he's sort of flying through the air. This one is specifically for the stand, as you can see, guys. These are the only feet you can have on a stand, so just point that out to you. So yeah, I just love the way he's purple areas of the armour he has on. Well, he's actually his own body in it, but it looks like armour. It's really well how it shines and gives that really shiny effect the way it is on the anime. So anyway, I'll just put this guy down for a minute and show you guys the bits and bobs that come with it. So as you can see, this energy ball, you just put his finger in it, and it just looks like he's throwing it, so that's pretty cool. Closer look at the stand, guys. Just a nice plastic rocky hard terrain with a bit of info on the back there. Just saying it's made from China, I believe. Yeah. So what comes with this figurine is a stand. So what you do is you place a long stick in here, or any other angle you want, and this is the stick. So this would do various things to do different poses, like aerial attacks and things like that, and jumping poses. See, this would grab hold of Frieza's torso, and you could hold him in it, and yeah, basically he can do like attacks, you know, like this one here, this middle pose here. You'd be able to do that attack with him. And obviously this long beam here, which I'll show you guys in a second, is very long and it needs support to show off properly. So I'll show you guys here. We have different expressions of Frieza there. You've got him shouting, you've got him hurt, which is the actual, goes with the cliff, of the cliff scene. You've got the folded arms there. You've got various different types of hands and feet there, which you guys can pose and do what you want with. It's really cool. On the other box, plastic design, you have actually another towel of Frieza, but it comes off in the middle here, so it's when he's like been defeated after the spirit bomb and comes back again, quarter of his towel is gone, and this is where you can have the effect of that and just pull it apart and show it, which I'll just show you guys now. So I've just pulled the towel up over there and I've just put it there, so it gives it that look on the anime. So yeah, this is the death ball beam I was referring to, you guys. I need to just get it out here. So this is a very fiddly figurine to have. This is definitely not for children, and if so, it definitely should be supervised because they have so many bits they could choke on. So definitely need to be careful of youngsters when they play with this. So this is the beam. So this would be coming out of Frieza's hand, and it'd be going along there, and that would be the blast at the end. So it gives that a really cool look, and I will show you guys this soon. So yeah, they're the bits that you receive. Putting them together, I will show you guys how you can change him and whatnot. You do have this bit here to do like a ball in the air sort of look when he's about to throw it. So next thing I'm going to show you guys is the actual design of how you put them together. It can fold properly. So as you can see, guys, you've got the way you can take the arms off and whatnot, and how to put the feet on and off and the heads, as well as the hands. So yeah, it's pretty obvious how you put him on the stand and everything, but this, you know, complicated things like this bottom bit here is where you make it, give that air look, where you, without making the figurine look like he's holding it, is the see-through plastic thing that goes around his wrist, and you plop the ball on top of there, and yeah, so forth. And this is how you would do the laser at the end. So Frieza would be holding it there, and you would just plug it in the end there, so it looks like he's actually firing it without any support. But yeah, and that's how you plug his tail in and out of his butt. So yeah, that's about it for the instructions. You guys want to look at that, in case you don't know. Oh, sorry, there's a bit more over here. So this is what you would have if you had Vegeta. So you would have Vegeta with the obviously the hook thing going around his torso, and Frieza obviously standing behind him with the tail. And like I said before, you can do it to Frieza as well, and you can have him in the air and everything. So yeah, that's that. So what I'm going to show you guys now is a few poses to show you guys what it looks like, and how to take his hands and leg, you know, his feet and head off and everything. Okay. So guys, this is where I've put him in an air pose, so you guys can see how it all goes. As you can see, I've put him in a different pose completely to what the box offers. I've done a sort of false push like pose where he's like doing a false push in the air to Goku to get him away. Bit of dominant sort of thing. And I've done him with different feet, so it's more like hooking type. And I've given him different hands, and as you can see, he's got a different expression face as well. That's really cool. And as you can see, the grappling thing holds Frieza in place really well. You don't have to worry about him falling down. He's so small that this thing doesn't really weigh much anyway, so the stand can take his weight. So that's a really cool pose. So now let's try and do him in a normal pose. So I'll show you guys quickly. So it's really easy to unhook him. So back in a normal pose now. So I'm now going to change different hands and heads now. So I'm not going to have the Frieza's angry face now. I'm just going to have his normal face again. So what I'll do is I will take this head off just by lightly pulling the head like that. And I'm going to have the original face. Now I found out that this head is probably the worst, hardest part to do. There we go. You have to put a bit of pressure on this one because it is a bit fiddly and a bit annoying. So now Frieza has his head back. So now I'm going to change this hand. Just slightly pull it off. To possibly, I'm going to choose probably the death ball again because I like that pose. So I'm going to choose this finger, this hand here to go on here. So again guys, just not much pressure, just a little push and then it's on. Okay, so I'm going to change the fist to sort of an open hand. Probably going to do this one here guys, just like before. So again, just a little push and it's on. So these are the easy parts to do. His feet, I'm going to give him his old ones back because I want him on the stand again. Very annoying, but unfortunately these are the worst feet to have on him because they're so annoyingly hard to do. So they're on now. Now these ones don't click when you put them on, they just sort of slide on, so damn camera. I'm just going to have the other one back on. His leg comes off. So as you can see guys, it's a very fragile thing. Luckily he just pops back on like that. So there's a Sonic pose there for you. So yeah, the death ball itself is rather simple. As you can see there guys, there's a hole there. All you do is just put it back on like that. But I'm not going to put it on at the moment, it's going to be a pain in the bum putting this on. So, as you can see, if you can see guys, this is where you put the foot in. You just slightly push and then it's in. And the same with the other one. It can be a bit hard at first, but you've just got to get used to it. Make sure you follow the markings on the stone bit. And there you go. It's all done. Frieza is fully posed and ready for attack. Death ball there, ready to throw at us. So that's about it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I'll see you guys soon for another review. See you later.